So I'm doing this month of reading my book hauls, right? So mostly that's what I've done. Obviously I'm working on the last Chronicle of Barset because that was part of my annual goal. I did finally pick up this. It is The Heart of the Family by Elizabeth Gooch. It's the last in the Elliott family trilogy. And I'm reading through it really slowly. I'm loving it. Maybe it might be my favorite read. Not necessarily my favorite story so far. I mean, I'm only that far in. But there's just something about it that is really... I don't know how to put it, but I'm wanting to read really slowly. I usually read 5 chapters out of a book a day. I'm not even reading 2 sometimes. Sometimes it's just 1 because I don't want it to end. And yet I do need to get it done because I want to do my wrap up on the 12 Gooches I read last year. And I can't do it. So I am working on that. I think I have 1, maybe 2 days left. I think, let me see, what chapter am I on? Okay, so I have 2 days left to finish What If We Met in a Bookstore. And it started off a little rough. It's in first person, and the first person isn't done amazingly. There's way too many sentences starting with I, and that's part of what I don't like about first person. But I gotta say, the story really picked up around chapter 5, and then I don't know if the eyes have lessened, but I think they have. I've been watching, and I don't see, like, there have been several paragraphs that I've looked at when it's just felt really heavy at the beginning, that the entire paragraph was, every sentence started with I, and it was rough. But it's like it got cleaned up near the end. So I'm really, really loving that one. Rise of the Living Wood. Oh my. You would never know a 13-year-old wrote this book. I was kind of concerned. It is indie published, and so I wasn't 100% sure how the editing would be and everything. I know this was a family project, so I was, you know, is it going to be, I mean, because you're going to find errors in any book, okay? Traditionally published, indie published, doesn't matter. I find errors in pretty much every book I read. I don't find them in audiobooks because I can't see them. that is one thing. If errors in books really bother you, learn to listen to audio because you can't see them. It's beautiful. Anyway, but there haven't been that many. There was like a comma before the last letter of the word instead of after. There was one chapter that the drop cap didn't work. There have been a couple of minor little things, but I see this kind of thing. I haven't seen more in this than I see in other things. So there's that. But the story is so much fun. I really love Bramble. He is a super, super fun, adorable, you know, you want to root for a fox who is learning to be a soldier. And so just loving that. And then The Winteringham Mystery by Anthony Berkeley. This book, there are so many twists, and I've got so many theories, and I have no idea. It's not one of those things where I've got all these theories, but I've got no idea if they're even close. And I love it. And I don't know if it's just because I've had such a disjointed reading that I don't know, or if it's just that good, or some combination. Whatever it is, loving that. So, because I'm reading my book haul for the month, I did get in Wolf by Wolf, that I have to do, and The Awakening of Miss Prim is still up here, and I'm also in the middle of this one, but I'm listening to it. I think I'm liking that one better than the first so far. But really, from the book haul, it's just these two, the ones that I've been reading right now, these two, and these 3. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get that haul read, and I'm probably also going to get Junebug read as well. So I'm really excited about that. So with all that, I was like, okay, but what books do you have on pre-order? And what really got me thinking about it is that one of the gals that if you go to GretchenLouise.com, she has all kinds of blog posts about books. And there's some really great recommendations in there. And I'm not just saying that because sometimes mine are in it. I'm just saying this gal she and her kids just read a lot, and they have lots of great recommendations, like the Waxwings books, the picture books that I've loved so much. A Bit More Beautiful, I think is what it was called. And then Because Barbara. And then there was one about Nighttime and the Mouse, and I can't remember that title at all. But those books, I loved those picture books. I learned about it from her. Well, I learned about a new company from her. It is Bookmonkey. I love that. That's the publisher, Bookmonkey. And they have their first book coming out on August 30th. And so I just pre-ordered it. And because I was like, whatever. So I've got to read about this company because I was so excited about what they had to say. It says, this is what they say about themselves. We desire to promote great writing and gifted storytelling, avoiding hidden political agendas while simultaneously prompting thoughtful engagement for all those who love middle grade fiction. Yes, because yes, I mean, this story from The Tale of Truthwater Lake was so good. I mean, it was so good, but the agenda is what ruined it for me. So I'm hoping that these guys actually can deliver on this, because I'm really excited about the idea. The Island of Stars, I'll put the picture up because I mean, I could turn this around, but that's just not gonna work. So it says, Island of Stars will take you on an old-fashioned adventure, building like an ocean wave as nautical mysteries and historical intrigue are blended together in a fairy tale that resolves itself in a fantastical climax. This story was written primarily for ages 9 to 12, but is a perfect family read aloud, and one that will keep adult readers entertained and engaged as well. Twins Bert and Betty are thrown together with their new friend Cecily for a much-anticipated summer exploring an unknown island. Stumbling into a series of mysteries where history and mythology intertwine, they come to realize that they will need the help of the adults in their company to bring their adventure to its resolution and lay their questions to rest. And I was like, okay, unknown island, 3 kids on an adventure. And oh, by the way, they actually need parents and adults. Wait, what? I'm all for this. Because of they're talking about they don't like an agenda, I'm thinking that means it's not going to get preachy that way. It's just going to show instead of tell, right? So no explaining, all showing. I'm all for that. So I have actually pre-ordered that one. It will be shipped to me after August 30th, and I'm hoping I remember to put it on my September TBR, because I think that would be super cool. I would like to read that really fast. And then the rest of these I have done in order of publication, and some I have in my cart already. Some are on my books to buy list, and I'm trying to decide which of these I actually want. Okay, so I want them all, or they wouldn't be on this list. But I mean, which of these am I actually going to buy? 3 of them are with Baker Bookhouse. I cannot imagine I won't buy the Baker Bookhouse ones, because I can get all of them for the price of 1.5 books elsewhere. So, you know, that's a big deal. And they're all ones that I cannot imagine I don't want to read, but one is one that I had not heard of. And so I'm really excited about that. So let's go through this, because I want help, guys. Which of these do I need? I mean, if I can, let's say there's 10 of them, I think. Well, okay, one of them I've already ordered, but I think there's 10 of them. I want 5 more. I mean, 4 more. So at least half, right? And so what am I going to do? So I thought you guys can help me shop. This will be fun. Okay, so the first one that comes out is July 1st. so I would need to pre-order this pretty quickly. It is called The Women of Winton's, a classy, not classic, I like this, a classy 1950s mystery. And it's put out by, because I think this is Christian fiction. Yeah, it's put out by Barber. Isn't that cover the cutest thing ever? I mean, I just think it's so cute. So it says, mid-century glam meets murder mayhem. Get swept away into the glamour of a 1950s department store where 4 women's loyalties, vanity, friendship, and detective skills are put to the test. Audrey Pennault once led a glamorous life as a model, but now works as devoted secretary to Mr. Winton. To her fellow employees, she's too vain and uppity. Mary Jo Johnson, a wife and mother, longs to find her worth in the cosmetics department, but it may take a while for the shy housewife to discover her voice. Vivian Sheffield owns and runs the bridal salon within Winton's. She's proud of her accomplishments and won't let anyone take them away. Chi-Chi Woodard dislikes her job as waitress in the store's lunchroom, but she's determined not to let her secret shortcomings cause her to lose the position. These 4 women have much to dislike about each other, but they unanimously agree that Mr. Winton is the best of employers and must be protected at all costs from someone who seems determined to see him gone for good. When other employee deaths occur, can the women band together to solve the murders, or will they discover it is one of their own bent on destroying Winton's from within? Now, this one does come out in audio, and it's a mystery. So I could do like the audio. I've got a credit coming up. You know how some people like have them stacked up? They've got 10 or 12 of them because they don't never buy. Yeah, that's not me. I'm like drumming my fingers, and I pay very close attention, like every penny. So it's like 14. Totally buying that instead of using my credit because I'm going to save 78 cents, or I can't do the math. I'm just throwing numbers out randomly, but you know what I mean? So I do that. So there's that one. And then there's one that totally surprises me that I want, but I really want it. So it is, okay, so it's Kriegel, and it's a collection by 3 authors, Rachel McDaniel, Allison Pittman? Yes, Allison Pittman and Susie Finkbeiner. And it's something borrowed. They're calling it a historical romance collection. And I'm like, well, but listen to this. Listen to this. Oh my gravy. So there are 3 books in here. There's One Perfect Dress, 3 different love stories. In this brand new novella collection, 3 renowned Christian historical fiction authors trace generations of wartime romances through a special wedding dress with love sewn into its seams. A Heart of Disguise by Rachel Scott McDaniel. She loves her job in the U.S. Camouflage Corps, sewing suits for snipers and contributing to the war effort. But when she hears a threat against her beloved New York City, the Great War comes too close to home, except no one believes her forewarning. She must recruit Marcus Reeves, a childhood friend, searching for his purpose after discovering a devastating war injury. As they search for answers together, they may uncover a love that lasts. Okay, I read that and I'm like, yeah, I want to know about this threat against New York because that sounds really interesting. The rest of this, not so much, but that really grabbed me. Allison Pittman, okay, I'm going to be honest, that story doesn't grab me. It's just, they've got 2 friends, it's World War II, they're in New York still, and there's a secret letter that reunites one soldier with her ex-boyfriend. I mean, one girl with her ex-soldier boyfriend. You know, I mean, all this stuff, right? And I'm like, yeah, okay. But then the one that really gets me, Susie Finkbeiner. Shocks everybody, right? A Daffodil in the Dress. Kate Becker and Ike Finch have worked together at his family's bookstore since Kate's husband died in the early days of the Vietnam War. She has her daughter Eloise to take care of and bills to pay, and this job was a godsend. A second love is not in the cards, especially not with the world still teetering on the edge of insanity. But when Ike brings little Eloise special flowers one spring day, Kate begins to look at him as more than an employer. Okay, great, wonderful. But sorry, Vietnam, this same wedding dress somewhere sewn into the story, and a bookstore, and a little girl. I'm like, yes, because yes. What, Neville? What? He's got issues. The dog's got issues. I think he wants me to go move the water, but I'm not going to right now. Okay, then book 3 is Holly Varney's something about Delphinium. The blooming of Delphinium. Delphinium, okay, so in Holly Varney's Moonberry Lake world, Delphinium runs the flower shop. That's her name, and she has a flower shop, and she does the thing. And she's a really neat character. I really liked her in Moonberry Lake. And I know a lot of people have problems with Moonberry Lake. I didn't. Again, we get 3 or 4 books into this, and if we don't start seeing some other things, then I might. But right now I don't. She's developing a world, showing characters, and not really advocating for things that are in the book. You know, we got one character who is definitely new agey, but we're not supposed to think this is good from what I've got out of it. So, you know, but so Delphinium, it's her story now, and it says, as far as hidden talents go, Delphinium Hayes is blessed with one of the more unique ones. With the slightest passing whiff, she knows someone's most admirable or weediest characteristics. This peculiar perception never fails to give her an advantage in life until she meets 2 men who turn her world upside down. Mason McCormick has agreed to help her with a group of seniors who have taken over her flower shop as their hangout. But his assistance is not without its price, and Delphinium agrees to compensate him with beautiful bouquets that seem to possess a bit of dating magic. Elliot Sturgis, the director of the Gardens Assisted Living Facility, is determined to discover why a group of his residents keep sneaking over to Delphinium's shop to play poker in the walk-in refrigerator. Come on. He soon finds himself as enchanted by Delphinium as everyone else, but his devotion to following the rules and maintaining order does not endear him to the shop's owner. Sparks fly as opposites attract, and love finds a match in Delphinium's Floral Emporium, even for those who resist it the most. Now, here's the deal. Like I said, loved the first one. I love the area. I love the town. I love the kind of fun quirkiness of this, and I love what I think she's going to do with it. What I don't love on this one, see, the first one I saw little bits of spiritual growth in the character, and I was expecting more coming from it, but there's no hint of that in this anywhere. So I can't wait to talk to Holly Varney about it. I think she has scheduled an interview. I'm not sure, because I want to know. And I've got time, because this one doesn't come out until September 24th. So hopefully by then I'll get an idea of what we're going to find in it, because the story sounds great, but I don't see any faith. And if there's not faith in this one, and if the faith was slow in growing in the last one, and with this fun, quirky little character, all quotes, magic, I don't know what's going on, because this is Christian fiction. This is, I think, Bethany House, or is it? It could be Ravel. No, it's Ravel. So it's Ravel. So I'm like, I don't know. But that cover, look at that cover. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm like, I don't know. But I do think I at least want to give the next book a shot, because if this book kind of takes it in a weird direction that I didn't, based on my discussion with her and I know what I read was clouded by my discussion with her. If this takes it in a weird direction, then I have to backtrack and say, yep, no. You know, can't recommend it. So, I mean, I feel like I kind of have to read it. And if I have to read it, I need to get it at the 40% off with free shipping. Because $11 is a whole lot better than, what is it, $17.99? Yeah, I'm just saying. So there's that one. I really have to get it, right? Yeah, we're going to go with that. And then the next one is, obviously, Jamie Jo writes the Spectres in the Glass, I think. No, Spectres in the Glass House, because she likes to keep me hopping. So this one says, an ominous butterfly house, a sinister legacy, an untraceable killer. In 1921, Marion Arnold, the heiress to a brewing baron's empire. Ooh, 1921, brewing. What year was Prohibition? When was the Volstead Act? It's got to be really close there. Anyway, seek solace in the glass butterfly house on her family's Wisconsin estate as Prohibition and the deaths of her parents cast a long shadow over her shrinking world. When Marion's sanctuary is invaded by nightmarish visions, she grapples with the line between hallucinations of things to come and malevolent forces at play in the present. With dead butterflies as the killer's ominous signature, murders unfold at a steady pace. Yikes. Marion, fearful she might be next, enlists the help of her childhood friend Felix, a war veteran with his own haunted past. In the present day, researcher Remy Shaw becomes entangled in an elderly biographer's quest to uncover the truth behind Marion Arnold's mysterious life and the unsolved murders linked to an infamous serial killer. Joined by Marion's great-great-grandson, can Remy expose the evil that lurks beneath broken wings? Oh, I like that line. That's really good. Or will the dark legacy surrounding the manor and its glass house destroy yet another generation? I have to have it, right? I mean, I have all of her other books. I need it. It's a need. This is not a want. This is a need, right? Yeah? Yeah? Come on. It's a need. Okay, thank you. I knew you would agree. I knew it. Awesome. Okay, and then the last Baker Bookhouse one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so check out this cover. I mean, because that cover, look at that cover. It's so gorgeous. The Burning of Roseman Abbey. It comes out October 15th. And it says 1956. In the quiet village of Wilbeth Green, the smoldering ruins of Roseman Abbey sent the residents' tongues wagging. And everyone is quick to accuse troublemaker Paul Everly of being the arsonist. Paul has vanished without a trace, leaving only his twin sister Louisa certain of his innocence. Fueling her conviction is an inexplicable connection. She felt her twin's death an hour before the Abbey went up in flames. Knowing no one will believe her, Louisa embarks on her own investigation, challenging the skepticism of her neighbors and the disdain of her aunt and uncle. Even Inspector Malcolm Sinclair, once Paul's closest friend, is torn between his duty and a lingering loyalty to Paul and warns Louisa to abandon her pursuit. But Louisa is determined to solve a murder no one else believes was committed, even if it means unraveling secrets that could shake Wilbeth Green to its core. And then it says, award-winning author Naomi Stevens, never heard of her, never read her. Why have I not heard of this woman? Okay, she's award-winning. Presents a gripping whodunit reminiscent of the beloved Agatha Christie tales of love and redemption set in a quaint British village. Because yes, Shadow Among Sheaves. I feel like I do that. I feel like that title is familiar. I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyway, I mean, I need that book, right? Right? Yes. Yeah, I need that book. And they're not gonna show me the other one to see if I remember it. But Shadow Among Sheaves sounds familiar. So I might need to get that too, just to, you know, so yeah. I know, I'm telling you guys, it's an illness I do not want to be cured. Okay, then Kimberly Woodhouse on October 15th also has 70 North coming out. So she has 26 Below, 8 Down, and now 70 North. So we went down, down, up. But I loved 26 Below. I have not yet read 8 Down, and it's really scary. I don't think I own it. And I'm like, why don't I own this? I thought I pre-ordered it, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to buy another one. I can't find a receipt for it anywhere. So I got to get it. But I'm like, why? Why don't I have this? Oh, oh, I do have it. I do. I bought the audio. I'm pretty sure I bought the audio, and I have not yet read it. What is wrong with me? Anyway, so I need to listen to that before this comes out, but I've got till October, and I will have a flight, actually a few flights, because I think I'm going to fly to North Carolina and then to Michigan and then home. So I'm going to have a few flights. There'll be like 3. Just saying. So I also need to see what the distance is. Maybe I could drive. I have to think about that. Anyway, so with all of that, then 70 North comes out, and I think it's the last one in the Alaskan Cyber Hunters, and I love this series. Kimberly Woodhouse does a great job with suspense, and the first book, the romance, was so minimal. I would not call it romantic suspense. It just, it's kind of the found treasure kind of romance from Grace Livingston Hill's Found Treasure, where it all pretty much happens like that one. It all happens after the book ends. This one, it all pretty much happens as the book ends, and it's so believable because of what they just went through. So that really works, because it's not insta-love, but it is a fast-paced romance, and that was kind of cool. Okay, so 70 North, it says, buckle in for the bone-chilling finale. Oh, so we are definitely finishing. The Cyber Solutions team has managed to stay one step ahead of the madman who has killed so many, stopping him before reaching his ultimate goals. From the original 26 below cyber attack in Fairbanks to the 8 down serial murders in Anchorage and beyond. Wait a minute. I think I did read this one. That's so familiar. Anyway, I will figure that out later. I'll read it again to make sure I'm caught up and ready to go, right? They matched wits with the killer and won in the end, but final judgment is coming. And this time, there may be no stopping him. David Mac McPherson has a personal stake in making sure this predator stays down for good. His family died in the Fairbanks attacks. Mac knows that God says vengeance is mine, but surely an exception can be made. Can I just put out that God often uses people to accomplish his purposes? And so if God is going to use Mac to accomplish this purpose, who are we to say that this is still not God's vengeance? I'm just saying, it's fictional, so I can get away with this. Anyway, Surgeon Tracy Hunter is determined to stay sober and keep saving lives in Fairbanks, Alaska, even if it means being a little obsessive. After all, that same kind of determination is how she kept Mac alive after the monster attacked him, and she won't let Mac run himself into the grave looking for payback. He's come to mean too much to her. Uh-oh, this one looks like it's going to be like strong on the page from the get-go, but that's okay, that's okay. Then someone hacks into the system at Tracy's previous job as a medical examiner and frames her in a murder cover-up. There's no one else skilled enough to create a digital trail this incriminating. The killer is back in action, exploiting cybersecurity weaknesses that will destroy lives. Can Mac stay focused and stop the next attack when his own personal vulnerability is exposed? Or will his need to make someone pay for his pain allow the maniac to pull ahead and win at last? Da, da, da. Kimberly Woodhouse takes readers on another intense thrill ride in this epic close to her cyber crime series based on real world possibilities. And they are. Just listening to her research and the lengths that she has gone to figure out what could and couldn't happen and who she's talked to and everything. Yeah. Because, yeah. So, I mean, I have to read it, right? How am I going to not? Hi. How you doing? I don't know what I'm going to do. I need them all. I need all the books. Okay, we have 3 more. All right. And again, So A Body at the Grand Hotel. It is a Marius Quinn mystery by Benedict Brown. You know me, I love me some Benedict Brown, and I'm loving this Marius Quinn series. So, and the good thing is that these come out through a publisher. His other ones are indie published. These come out through a publisher, so the audio comes out right away, and I'm not waiting for the audio. Like, I'm like 5 behind on Lord Edgington because I want to listen to them, and I don't have them yet. You know, if people looked at my shopping cart, they would not understand. There are so many. Right now, there is $1,098.27 worth of strange furniture stuff that I don't know where it came from in there. It was $900 earlier, so clearly they've added more. I don't even know what this stuff is in here for. I don't know who put it in here. And eventually it'll all go away. And I suspect none of it will be purchased. Because we're weird that way. Anyway, A Body at the Grand Hotel. Okay. When a successful mystery novelist and fledgling private detective Marius Quinn is invited to speak at the Mystery and Detection Society, he jumps at the chance of a luxurious weekend away on the English Riviera. But arriving at Torquay's Grand Hotel with his sleuthing partner, Lady Bella Montague, there is the definite sense that all is not well. When they wake the next morning to discover the body of a cantankerous local in the hotel pool, things go from bad to worse. But how can the duo catch a killer when every piece of evidence they uncover is contradicted by 2 more? Oh, this is gonna be good. Faced with a hostile police sergeant, evasive witnesses, and a conspiracy to conceal the truth, Bella and Marius must call upon every last resource they possess to uncover the secret of the body at the Grand Hotel. Someone says, a charming, cozy page turner. If you adore Agatha Christie, T.E. Kinsey, and Lee Strauss, you'll be hooked on this historical mystery. Okay, so this tells me that I need to find out who Lee Strauss is. I've never read Lee Strauss. Have you read Lee Strauss? Do I need this? I think I need this. And maybe he has some audios, because I'm going to run out of straight up mystery audios pretty soon. I have some other ones, but I'm just saying. But I mean, I have to have it. That comes out in November, so I've got a little bit of time. And I definitely, right now I can't pre-order. I can only pre-order the Kindle, which I'm not going to do because I want the audio. So, but yes, right? I had not read, I mean, I just knew, I saw it, it came up, I'm going to buy it, right? So yeah, there's that one. That sounds so good. The clues that contradict each other. That's genius. Oh my goodness. Benedict Brown gets better with every single book, and he started off way up there. And it's just, Okay, anyway. Then, Battle of Lion Rock. This comes out January 7th, so we've got way far in the future. But D.J. Williams is the 3rd book in the Beacon Hill. And I've got the first 2 somewhere. I think they're in the house. But I got the first 2 somewhere, so, you know, I think I'm going to want 3. But don't you think this means I should, like, at least read one of those other 2 before I do this? I technically wouldn't need to pre-order it because there's no actual incentive to it. There's no bargain to it. So why, right? But on the other hand, I would also like to support the author. And I want more from this guy. This series has 3 people bidding for it. There's an animated something or another. There's a feature film, and there is a streaming series that are all vying for this series. So I want to support this so that they will do this thing. And I haven't even read it. I just had a great time talking to the author. So yeah, because yeah, so there's that. And then finally, this one might be the one that I'm most excited about that I've never heard of. I don't know anything about this author. Don't know anything about this book. I haven't heard anyone talking about it. Doesn't mean they haven't been. It just means I haven't. And it comes out January 14th. So again, we have plenty of time. But, oh man. So it is The Vanishing of Josephine Reynolds by Jennifer Moorman. Moorman. And it says, can one thoughtless wish erase a life? Oh my goodness. Okay, listen. Widowed at 35, Josephine Reynolds wishes she could disappear, but her concerned sister convinces her to buy their ancestral home, a craftsman bungalow in disrepair and foreclosure. It's a welcome distraction, and Josephine can't believe her luck when she finds the home's original door in a salvage yard. When she installs the door and steps through it, Josephine is transported into 1927, where she meets her grandmother Alma, a vivacious and daring woman running an illegal speakeasy in the bungalow's basement. Immersed in the vibrant jazz age, Josephine forms a profound bond with Alma, only to discover upon her return to the present that history has been altered. Alma's life was tragically cut short in a speakeasy raid just a week after their fateful meeting. Josephine has a chilling revelation. Her own existence is unraveling, vanishing, and she must race against time to rewrite history. Josephine is desperate not only to save Alma, but to save her own future in a time-bending journey where past and present intertwine in a desperate battle for survival. I'm like, so this should be, this isn't a Christian fiction. This should be clean, though. It's Harper Muse. So I think it's going to be clean. They have it under Southern fiction, magical realism, and women's domestic life fiction. So I'm like, I mean, come on. Doesn't that sound amazing? I think it sounds amazing. So, have you read anything by Jennifer Moorman? She wrote the Mystic Water series, The Baker's Man, and The Magic All Around. Never heard of any of them. Never heard of her. But I saw that somewhere and I was just like, that cover. Okay, guys, come on. That cover. It's just stunning. So anyway, I have a stack of possibilities. Which one? All of them? Say all of them. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. You want to say all the books because all the books. Maybe? A little bit? Just a little bit? Well, okay. So I have a bunch of mysteries that my mystery shelves are a total mess in the library. So Kathy and I, when she was driving me to the airport, talked about our favorite mystery authors and our favorite mystery books and what got us started in mysteries and what we like and what we don't like in mysteries and all the stuffness. And so I'm going to reorganize my mystery books and get them, situated while that plays. And I hope it's not going to be too annoying because it will have road noise. There's no way to get around it. We're in the car. But I'm going to do it because why not? But I'm also going to see if I can't try to get some of that road noise removed. We'll see how this goes. All the fingers and toes crossed, right? So anyway, but yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I'll probably put a couple of clips of the ride there because there was one spot where there were like this, I don't know, they were like metal sculptures of like a Wells Fargo kind of wagon, stagecoach kind of thing, and riders and all kinds of stuff off to the right. And we kept watching for it. She's like, we can't have passed it. We have, and then we found it. So I'll probably insert that in there too. But yeah, so that's gonna come. And I also have to talk about what I've already read this month, which is a lot. I've read a lot already. But yeah, so I will see you Thursday with One of those, I don't know which. See, by Thursday, I'm going to have 2 more books done. Maybe I won't do them all anyway. And then after that, yeah, so maybe Thursday I'll do a partial mid-month kind of thing, a late mid-month, but you know, kind of partial. And then on next Monday we'll do the mystery chat. Yeah, let's do that. And what you reading, and which one of these do I need to buy? Tell me to buy them all, please. You know you want to. And I'm going to get back to reading because I have not read my Allingham tonight. This is at Allingham. I'm so set on that I'm still in Allingham because he's there, you know. In this one, he goes back to Allingham all the time. Allington, not Allingham. It's Allington. I don't know. It's one of those Allings. But yeah, so this last one, this had. I'm really enjoying it, but I need to get back to that because I haven't done tonight's yet. So and 5 chapters in this thing is a lot of pages. He's got really nice long chapters. So I'll see you later.